you doing?
I'm not doing anything. You can trust me.
What you doing?
You can trust me straight up and down, buddy. You know that. I'm not
Come on,
mad.
man.
I'm not
What you doing?
insane. I'm not crazy. I most certainly am not
Oh,
live
no.
right now.
Oh,
Whoa, are you
no.
okay?
Really?
Ooh.
That's why I let them go.
Huh?
Like,
Gotcha.
Ah, why do we have a new video that was posted now?
There's no video there, Jug. There's no
Yes,
reason.
there
There's
is.
no reason for you to think that I've gone mad.
Why are we live?
We're not live, Jug. What makes you think we're live?
Yes, we are.
We're not
Why are
live.
we live and both screens are blank?
we're breathing, aren't we?
Yeah, I'm alive and breathing. I'm just saying.
Hey,
Oh,
yeah, hi. I see that we're live.
is that all right? There's a difference.
Yeah, we are alive. And I'm just going to say good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and thank you for joining us once again, the Modern Sisters of Gaming. I am Crackpot Kaiju K. With me here is just along for the ride Juggernaut,
Hello.
calling the white taxi Mama Bear, and getting the trank darts ready, Tiny Trisha.
Hi.
Folks, this is going to be just a quick video. Hello, Reverend Jared Reed. I'm glad we are alive. So, as you all know by now, we have spent quite a bit of time recently on a video game live stream event for the Cancer Society. So, if you could donate to us, we'd be very thankful. Even if it's just a small word, would be helpful. We've all been struck down by people who have been affected by cancer over the years, and it would be grateful if you could just donate some time or some efforts or just say something nice. But folks, we are here for a very specific reason. So just recently, just a recent day, I was casually, and I do mean casually, watching some wonderful videos on the Warhammer universe, including one right here by Wes Hammer, as you can see. And I'm going to go link this to our live stream as well, so you can get to the peek at it at the time you want. 1 second for the black screen. Sorry about that. We are, of course, live right now. I'm quite alive. I'm sure Juggernaut's quite alive.
Yes, I'm alive.
No, that was not supposed to be. But gosh darn it. Oh, give me 1 second, folks. 1 second, indeed. It would be reopen lost.
Okay, I'll admit it. We're 20.
No. So this was made about 7 months ago by an individual who's known as Wes Hammer. Wes Hammer, I'm going to subscribe to you right now. So I'm in your 14K subscribers. Then I'm going to post this real quick, and then I'm going to get back to our video. So I'm going to post this for everybody. And he does a lot of Warhammer videos. And as I said, recently we've been drawing up our Warhammer characters. Fictional characters for the Warhammer 40K universe. Juggernaut has been part of this. I've been part of this, and so have TMOG and Necronick, Mama Bear. We've all been part of it. Till I watched this particular video, and a thought occurred to me. That thought was, what the am I watching right here? Because it's terrifying. So, in the 40K universe, in a specific location in the 40K universe, which ironically is known as the Chrono Expanse, hint, Necro, or Juggernaut, there exists something called the Procession of the Damned. This is a massive area of dead or dying ships and planets circling around a strange black star. It's as if something is calling these dead or dying spirits to this area. So what we have is several groups of people. For instance, we have Juggernaut, the Chronos Watchers and the Chronos Keepers combined, who search the universe time in and time out for the need to stop world-ending events. And they come from outside of our regular area. Well, the Chronos area is near the outskirts of our area, and something that would be very, very watchable. Then, of course, there's the fact that the entire area is filled with dead and death. Huh. It's been that way for a while, as if time had altered it, and some kind of powerful being, like a chaotic prince, perhaps, of the dead, will be there calling these all together. That's seemingly logical. Then we have TMOG, who is a Primarch, a lost Primarch of his own chapter of the Space Marines, who entered the Chaos Warp chasing after fallen, or still falling to this day, Space Marines. Would that mean that perhaps he was chasing after Necro's chapter? That wouldn't make sense, because he'd be right behind him. He'd be able to catch up with him and everything, but it said that he couldn't catch up with him. He got blown off track, as if something had pushed him away. Well, there are a lot of figures in the whole 40k universe that have power, but one really powerful one is Tzeentch. Tzeentch, who happens to be the patron Chaos Prince of Necro. Now, this is just an odd video where I say that all these things come together, and you guys should definitely join up with Wes Hammer. He's a pretty cool guy from what I can tell. So let me throw you my spitball of the events that have happened in this little live stream real quick. What we have is, at the beginning, the predecessor group creates a way to enter this Chaos War. The predecessors are a really weird species that eventually gets killed off by the Necrons. They got scared of something that was in this area. They got really scared of something. Now, the predecessors are this super advanced race, and something in this area scared them. And by opening up the Chaos Warp, they got scared even more. The Chaos Warp seems to be feeding into the Black Star. It's as if the Black Star is, in fact, feeding off of the chaos of the Chaos Warp. The best way to do that would be able to create a weapon that would feed off of the chaos and thus keep that from happening, such as the Void, or the Voidborn, which is what my group is. So the Voidborn were originally created as a weapon to prevent this from happening. Juggernaut already said in his story, if you remember it, that his group was late. They saw something happen and were unable to react to it in time. What if they saw all this happen? The birth of the Black Star. The creation of the Voidborn. What if they saw Tzeentch beginning his plan? They were unable to stop it, so they keep watching the areas for threats. Suddenly, the Black Star is vibrating. It's screwing with time, it's screwing with space, and something is within it. Even the Eldari saw something within it. They got scared and ran off. Now, we have Juggernaut, we have myself. We now know why Haemon was thrown from the Chaos Wastes, because Tzeentch wanted to guard whatever this was. Tzeentch, being the Chaos God of Knowledge, wants to leave the Chaos Wastes permanently. So whatever this thing growing in the star is, could be his main ticket out of there. Now we have all of this, but then we have one more person in this group, one more person who's been adding to it, and she'll add a full roster one day. Mama Bear. Now you might be asking, well, what's Mama Bear doing in the wastes? Well, if you remember correctly, Mama Bear's strength was not infantry, and her strength wasn't navy. Her strength was, Air Force and grounded vehicles. Her specialty was the Navy. Spaceships. Mama Bear's race is a offshoot of the Dwarven race that you can see in the actual 40k universe, who are well known for their protection from the chaos and from psionics. So entering this area, where time is being warped by chaos, and the screams of the ghosts are screaming out, her people wouldn't even notice this. Why would her ships be so much more powerful than any other? What if there's this giant progression of ships that are various times in space history, by the way? There are multiple versions of ships and multiple forms of damage. What if Mom Bear's race, who's unaffected by the Dark Star's abilities, started taking pieces from it and creating their massive flotilla, their massive space base, their massive spaceship lobby? They do say that some of the ships that are within this area are of an unknown make and model and are alien in design. What if they're her remakes, her screw-ups, or possibly even her vehicles in the future? Now suddenly Mama Bear exists in this area as well. Without knowing it, Mr. Wes Hammer here has somehow created the exact event horizon for all of our groups to exist simultaneously. It's right next to the chaos. Its strength is unknown. It's growing. It's screwing with space and time. Thus, the Chronos Keepers and Watchers would be going there. Juggernaut's group. It seems to be a massive area of death and the undead. Necro's there. And it would explain why Kmod is on one side of the empty waste and Necro's on the other side. Tzeentch separated them. It would explain why my group's specialty would be getting rid of the void itself, a sirloin, and would lead right into it, thus a way for the progenitors to stop it from happening. And if you watch this video, and I strongly suggest you watch this video down here, one of the groups of creatures in this area are known as the Hollow Men. They specialize in being humanoid in appearance, hidden under void armor, which Malver actually would be specializing in, who are going through and breaking down and scavenging these ships. Why would Necro want them to be around? A great cover. These guys exist to hollow out these ships and take them apart. They grow stronger from it, aka why Mom Bear's so naively strong. Juggernaut sees this as being a threat. That's why he shows up. The Voidborn and the Watchers are slowly growing towards the event as if to try to stop it. Necro, who is caught in the warp itself, exists thousands of years in time, could just be building his base in the center of this area. What if, and this is just a big what if, by the way, I don't know Warhammer 40k lore as well as everybody else does. What if all this came together and we didn't know about it? And now, we as the group, we as the weapons, if you would, are now all caught in this one event. What if something far stronger and more dangerous than the chaos, something more dangerous than the Tyranids, something unbelievably more powerful than the Necrons is about to emerge from this star, and we have all single-handedly not noticed that we haven't read the lines? It's as if someone has written the lines for us, and we're just saying them. It makes so much sense when you look at the fact that Juggernaut here is a group specializing in stopping horrible things from happening in the universe, and something catches its attention and starts bringing him there. But it makes sense why the dead and dying ships would suddenly be all attracted to this area as if they were led by a dead or dying specialist, aka Necro. It would explain why the predecessors made a weapon specifically designed to kill and eat the Chaos Wastes, the Voidborn. It would explain why Tzeentch created Necro and then threw his pursuers away so that they couldn't harm him or stop his master plan. Kmod. And it would explain why Mama Bear's units are so powerful when it comes to space and flight. Because she literally has almost an endless supply of ships coming right to her. Now, folks, I don't know what else to tell you. I just want to make this video real quick because it all just seems to work together in this terrifying process. But I'm going to have to do some investigation on this and find out what's going on. This started because I was going to try to help Necro create his navy because I think he'd be the toughest one to create. And then the procession of the damned shows up on my watch list, and I click and watch it. As I watch it, I realize it all made sense. Necro, the demon prince of the undead, would be under the god of magic, aka Tzeentch, will be protecting this portion of space. Tzeentch, once out, whatever this thing is, has promised him out. The precursors saw this millions of years ago, created the void as a way to try to stop it. The Necrons took the void away and shut it down once with their weapon because they thought it was a threat, all part of Tzeentch's plan. Now we have this black hole star with the timekeepers watching it. Now they're coming in to back it up. Necro exists at this time now because he's needed to strengthen percussion. Now the percussion turns on people. Mama Bear's group, who's being watched by Necro the whole time, sees her as no threat to him and allows her to keep taking his older ships away so he can call in newer ships, stronger ships from this time-space dilation. What if Necro's main goal is to pull out some kind of super advanced ship? And this procession is just his screw-ups, the things he couldn't pull from it. So he's just throwing those out for Mama Bear to scrap off of so nobody notices this area. A few pirates will notice this area, of course, but no one's going to go into a place this close to the Chaos Warp without being insane. And who's going to listen to the insane ramblings of a space pirate? Not the children of man, no. No, not the Tau, no. Not even the orcs or the Tyranids, no, they're not going to listen. So it has the perfect location for a demon prince to grow nice and big and healthy and strong while being watched by a demonic god of magic. He's noticed by Juggernaut.
We just need to drag the...
Juggernaut runs in to help. Runs into the void that was just reopened. K-Mod is now back after thousands of years of chasing after these guys, only to find out that he's woefully behind schedule. It makes perfect sense. It does. And while this video was not planned, I just had to bring up the fact that this makes 100% sense. And I have a feeling that K-Mod knows this. I'm calling you out, K-Mod. You knew about the procession of the damned, didn't you? You knew about this in general. You knew about this location of chaos while you were talking to Necro about it. You are Tzeentch himself, are you not? And with that, folks, I'm sorry for this insane sounding rambling, but after I watched that video, it just made so much sense. I think this all boils down to something that was just left there on the table, and somebody just brushed it to the side, and we all noticed it. I have a feeling that K-Mod is not letting in to all the information he should be. I found you, Necro. I know where you are. Mama Bear knows where you are. K-Mod and Juggernaut know where you are. And in Tzeentch's name, I hope you're ready for it, because we're coming for you. Until then, I am the horribly, and I'm talking just horribly gobsmacked Kaiju K.
I'm Juggernaut Jared.
She's Mom Bear. She's Tiny Trish. And I apologize again for having this rant. But I will link in the description below this video, and you watch and you make the decision. Peace out, everybody. And cheers.